Very windy today. What are you doing there? Meow. 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 Okay. Okay. Yeah. Want to be in my vlog? Worcestershire Worcestershire sauce. Is that correct? This
sauce. One just start shine. Yeah, one just shine. One just shishara. One just shushara.
As somebody that lives in the town that they make this, I think I'm qualified for the job. You're looking at Worcestershire sauce. You're welcome.
Sometimes it's much easier for us to say Worcestershire sauce than for us to say certain words or phrases like I'm sorry, I was wrong, I'll make it up to you. And sometimes we do certain things, we hurt people, we offend people, we say sorry, but then sometimes it feels like sorry just isn't sorry enough. Hi, I'm the Christian Geek Dad, and on this channel I talk about Christian values, geek stuff, and my life as a dad. So there are certain times in our life when it's either we are the ones who are guilty of offending, hurting, doing dumb stuff, and we just say sorry. But there are times when we are the one offended, we are the one affected, and then the other person says sorry, but it just doesn't feel like it's enough. Because fact of the matter is, there are times when sorry just isn't sorry enough. Because of consequences. Because of the consequence of what we did, sorry just doesn't make it. We have to do something extra. Go the extra mile in order to undo whatever wrong that was done. If there is one character in the Bible that understands this principle, that sometimes sorry just doesn't make it, sorry is not sorry enough, that is Zacchaeus. And the life of Zacchaeus can be found in the Gospel of Luke, starting in chapter 19, verse 1. Let me read it. Then Jesus entered and passed through Jericho. Now behold, there was a man named Zacchaeus, who was a chief tax collector, and he was rich. And he sought to see who Jesus was, but could not because of the crowd, for he was of short stature. So he was a small man. He couldn't see past the crowd that was always milling around Jesus, but he was so interested in seeing, listening to what Jesus was preaching. So what he did was, verse 4, so he ran ahead and climbed up into a sycamore tree to see him, for he was going to pass that way. And when Jesus came to the place, he looked up and saw him and said to him, Zacchaeus, make haste and come down, for today I must stay at your house. So he made haste and came down and received him joyfully. But when they saw it, they all complained. So these are the people that were milling around, the crowd that was always following Jesus. They all complained, saying, he has gone to be a guest with a man who is a sinner. Then Zacchaeus stood and said to the Lord, look, Lord, I give half of my goods to the poor. And if I have taken anything from anyone by false accusation, I restore fourfold. And Jesus said to him, today salvation has come to this house, because he also is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man has come to seek and to save that which was lost. So we can see from the life of Zacchaeus that he truly was sorry. He was very repentant. He knew what wrongs that he did. Now, just for context, in biblical times, during the time of Jesus, any person, especially a Jew like Zacchaeus, who worked for the Roman government, was considered a traitor, especially tax collectors. The tax collectors were notorious for scamming people out of their money. They would tax both the poor and the rich alike, and they would put high taxes upon the people, and the difference they will pocket, and because of that made themselves very rich. This is exactly the picture of what Zacchaeus was all about. All the people that were following Jesus, the crowd, knew that this was a really bad man. He is corrupt, evil to the bone. And how Zacchaeus was described, it actually fits a lot of people nowadays, right? Just open the news, listen, read current events, and you'll see all sorts of corrupt politicians. You know what I'm talking about, right? And yet, because Jesus showed him love, showed him grace, Zacchaeus was more than sorry for what he did. He not only said, "I'm sorry, I repent, I own up to my sins," but he knew that he had to go the extra mile, which is why he said, "Lord, if I have robbed anybody of anything, I will give it back to them, and I will even restore to them more than 4 times what I stole from them." And from this story, we can see that there are certain times when we not only need to say sorry, but we have to own up to the consequences of what we did. For example, because of rumors that we are spreading, a colleague of ours lost his or her job. And if we are truly sorry for it, if we are repentant for what we did, we need to say not only sorry, but we need to tell everybody that I lied. And we need to help that person to get up back on his or her feet. Help that person find a job, or help to get him or her back into the office. Do whatever it takes in order to undo the wrong that we did. If we have stolen money from anyone, then we need not only to pay back, but maybe even give back more than what was lost from that person. Whatever it is that we did wrong, there are consequences. Then we need to undo it. We need to go beyond just saying sorry, show our sincerity that we want to make the wrong right. I know it's not the easiest thing to do. Just saying sorry is so difficult for many people. But if you humble yourself before the Lord, then He will restore you. In the same way that Jesus forgave Zacchaeus, if we also humble ourselves and make restitution for all the wrongs we did, then God will bless us. God will restore us. And He will even bless us beyond our expectations. If we are to look at church tradition, it was said that Zacchaeus left his job as a tax collector. He no longer worked for the Roman occupying army. Church tradition teaches that Zacchaeus was a rich, short tax collector who climbed a sycamore tree to see Jesus, after which he repented and promised to give half his wealth to the poor and repay any he defrauded. He is considered an apostle and is said to have become the first bishop of Caesarea, dying in peace. So not only was Zacchaeus repentant and sorry, he gave away whatever money that he had, eventually becoming an apostle, a follower of Jesus Christ. And church tradition even says that he became the bishop of Caesarea. Wow, what a beautiful turnaround. And only because he truly repented and made restitution for all the wrongs that he did. If you are in a similar situation and you know that you did something wrong, if you truly are sorry, if you truly are repentant, if your actions, if your words, if what you did had consequences, then humble yourself before the Lord, then do whatever is necessary to make the wrong right. I hope and pray that this message has touched you. If you found value to this message, then please leave a like and consider subscribing. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.